Hello. Hello. This is 3 months raw vegan detoxing stage. My name is Victoria. I'm doing this to clear my acne and general goodness to the earth and saving on the animals. And it's just gross to eat animals, I find, especially while I've been doing this. I originally only started to do this because of my acne, but eating this way has kind of shown me other ways. So I'm doing this video now in the morning while I have energy, because I find that energy levels kind of dip a bit throughout the day and I get a bit more poorly. Basically, I've been going through another detox. Oh my days, okay. Oh, I can't even touch my face, it's too sensitive there. So, I'm gonna talk you through it, what happened. Saturday evening, I was having dinner, eating my salad, and suddenly I came over a bit cold. My skin was a bit sore to touch, and my shoulder was really sore, this shoulder. Down the back, like the muscle is aching, as if I've had it before when I've been running and suddenly it sort of just cramps up and it's really sore. So I had a hot water bottle and a blanket, and I didn't feel much better. Then I went to bed, and suddenly when I got back up, or I'd coughed or something, the whole lower back of my spine was in absolute agony. It was like spasming, contracting with every movement, and every breath I took in really hurt as well. And I was just so uncomfortable. I couldn't get into a comfortable position, no chance. I tried to stretch it out on the yoga mat, and please excuse me, I'm not like myself, it's a bit weird, I'm like going a bit faster than I usually would because I've got energy, but I really need to rein it in and take it really easy. So then what happened? Yeah, yoga mat was absolute agony, but I think it did me some good laying on my back, because in the morning it was fine. That night I slept with pillows in between me, like here, and in between my knees while laying on my side. Whoop. And also when I was on my back, I had pillows under my legs to raise my legs to then straighten out my spine, which I've had to do in the past with a previous back pain. So yeah, the back pain could have come from work and what I do, or it could have just been like through the detox, my body's kind of not strong enough and the frame of me was kind of too fragile, and it was kind of, I don't know. So I woke up, this shoulder was still absolute agony, I couldn't bend down. When I went to bend down and it hurt, I was like on the verge of tears. And I couldn't really hold my tea. So I had to call in sick at work. And I was getting worse throughout the day, like I kind of had, the fever came back again. I was cold, I was hot, and I was just so weak and I had a headache. So I've just kind of eaten bit of my breakfast and it's kind of just hit my belly, I think. Another thing is I didn't have much appetite at all. I wanted to eat to fuel myself, to like help the detox process, but I think maybe eating less kind of helped my body just figure other stuff out instead of thinking about digestion as well. I don't know if that's true or not, but I should, I was kind of just listening to my body because it's so intelligent. One morning, so Sunday morning, I felt so rough. I didn't eat much. I think I had 5 peaches as a mono meal, and I had maybe a smoothie, and perhaps, I don't know, I can't remember, sorry. And then the next day, Monday, which was yesterday. But yeah, Sunday night I couldn't sleep again. I woke up not woke up, but I got up kind of crying my eyes out because of just so uncomfortable. And just couldn't sleep, and it was frustrating, and I was in pain. It's just horrible. I couldn't really sleep on my left or my right because of this shoulder. And it kind of affected the whole left side of my back too. Oh, cold hands. So, yeah, really sensitive to touch as well. And sound, it literally just rung through me. And sight, it was too bright or whatever. Sunday was really bad. I literally thought I had a serious illness that I didn't know about, and I wasn't gonna make it. And I know that sounds stupid, but I didn't. I was a bit of a hypochondriac, and I just noticed my face is kind of red. It's probably another type of detox too. So I was also crying a lot yesterday, watching just like Britain's Got Talent auditions and shit like that. And I think it is good to just like cry and let everything out, because you are detoxing, and it's like you just gotta let everything out emotionally too, and letting everything do its thing. If your skin goes red, or I don't know, maybe, when you get embarrassed by an emotion, that doesn't really make sense. Or do you get embarrassed by an emotion? Or is embarrassment the emotion? Ooh. Oh. So yeah, I definitely felt like this was the worst feeling, the worst illness I have had for a very long time. I remember I was super ill when I was quite young, like mid-teens or whatever, 12, wasn't I? And I remember all I wanted was a yogurt and some Cathedral City cheese, and my sister came back with a different yogurt and a different type of cheese because they didn't have it. And I cried my eyes out. I just wanted that comfort. That's all I ever wanted. That's the only thing I could imagine eating, It's that kind of weak illness where you don't know where you can get comfort from, and you've just got to sit with it, be present with it. I was sitting there, laying in bed, kind of just repeating heal and recover and detox, and just imagining my body working and flowing. That kind of helped, I guess. I wasn't drinking much water to begin with, and I don't know why. Normally I was drinking a lot of water. I suddenly downsized in a cup, which meant I wouldn't have had enough water to drink. It's all weird. So I started drinking a lot more water because my boyfriend and my mum actually said maybe it's heat stroke because I was in the sun, but I was in the sun like a couple days ago. I don't know if it takes a while to kick in or not, but anyway, I thought it was a detox because I've had it before and I've come out of it better. And before this happened, I felt like I was in a really good place. Like my skin was really good, my body felt good. I did start with, when I was at work the day before, I was getting brain pain. Don't know if you get this, but I get brain pain. It's like a bam, ouch, bam, ouch. Which also makes me think I'm freaking like I've got a tumour or something. I mean, how do I know? I need to have a scan. I'm scared. And now I've gone red because I'm embarrassed by like being a hypochondriac. Oh, coughing. I've gone really red. But this is the detox. I haven't gone this red in a long time, but I'm like, okay, I've just got to take it off. I haven't been able to take off my dressing gown in a while, only yesterday evening and now, because I've been too cold without it. I'm still not 100%, I still feel pretty rotten inside. I can't get up and move around quickly at all. I can't turn my head quickly because, one, the headache, and two, now the neck pain. I have the whole of my neck around the back and the front and sides. It's like it's been pulled, and I think I realised this morning it's probably down to my coughing. Mostly because I haven't been coughing properly because I've been with company and I don't want to be gross, so I'm probably coughing unintentionally, quite politely, even though how I was coughing was still bad. I wasn't going full out, red-faced, bloodshot eyes, coughing. So, yeah, I've realised that today because now I'm alone, I can cough like no one's watching. So yeah, and I'm also coughing more with my stomach. I'm using my stomach to cough, which is also working my abs, so that's quite cool. So yeah. Oh my god. It's been so bad, I can't tell you. I feel like such a wimp saying it now because it's only lasted, 2 full days? But even last night I was kind of a bit better, I had a bit more energy. But it was a constant pain. I don't know if you've had a constant pain before, like a back pain or something like that. It was constant. Constant fever, constant shoulder pain, constant weakness, constant achy joints. And the thing is, I found that when I woke from a nap, I felt so much better. But I wasn't able to nap because I was in so much pain. It was only yesterday that I managed to get 2 naps in, I think. And I felt much better. The day before, I barely got any sleep that night. So yeah, definitely rest. But yeah, it just felt like the worst hangover times 20. And it was constant. There was no fluctuation. It was constant, and it lasted 2 to 3 days. And to be fair, hangovers have lasted that long for me before. But it's just so much worse. So much worse. I just wanted comfort the whole time. But at the same time, I felt shit because I wasn't moving around. I wasn't doing my natural productive stuff. I also got pains, shooting pains, or just like a pinprick pain, like, bzz, and it would shock my whole body. I'd be like, ah. That would happen a lot. And I've had shingles in the past. When I was 19, I'm 24 now, and it stays in your system. And I even felt my shingles was kind of flaring up a bit. It's still kind of sore right now. And I also learnt today about brain stuff. You have to excuse me. So we have sensory nerve fibers called nociceptors. I'm calling them nociceptors because if I call them nociceptors, it sounds like it's 2 words. Nociceptors or nociceptors. They're called nociceptors. Whatever. And they are located in our skin, in our muscles, in our joints, and some organs. And they send signals from the periphery to the brain. And that is where the brain ultimately perceives pain. The brain does not have any nociceptors. It feels no pain. That is why surgeons, can operate on the brain while the person is awake. That is freaking cool. That is amazing. The brain is the source, as well as the heart, I think, maybe. So it's kind of strange how I'm feeling brain pain. Yeah. We do also have some layers in between the skull and the brain to protect it. And they are nociceptors, and with high blood pressure, or they can stimulate that and cause migraines, sensitivity to light and sound and everything. It's just very peculiar. So I think I'm going to have to eat because I feel quite hungry and sick. So, yesterday, all my troubles. Okay, I cut a watermelon because it was thinking it would be pretty hydrating and detoxing. It's a mono meal, which I've heard is good on a detox. I put the other half in the fridge. Sorry, I don't want to cough. And when I take big deep breaths, it like tickles my lungs and I need to cough, which I think is why I've had a shallower breath as well. Anyway, I had 1/4 of a melon and I was eating the melon. I had a one piece and I needed a little rest. It was too much. I had another piece. I had a little rest. I think I got through that quarter. And then I might have had a banana the next meal, because you've got to have melon on its own, I think. And then I had the other quarter of the melon in the evening, pre-evening really. And that was it. I've been able to get through a whole melon. I did that recently. And I could barely do half in a day, throughout the day. So yeah, it's a little... I've had some stomach pains in my stomach. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, keep doing that. Add on to the end of this video a clip from, I think, Sunday. The terrible day. Probably the worst day of my life. At the end of the video, mostly because I can't be asked to do too much editing. I do not have the energy for that. Straight up. So yeah, you can see how I felt. Maybe it will come across. Maybe it won't. And also end on a high. Literally on the verge of tears in that video, so. But yeah, I think my skin has not broken out. Oh my God. I've got food around my face. Or have I? I think it's a scar. I have not broken out during this detox. Maybe even for that whole week. Obviously it's started Saturday, the detox in the evening. I reckon since Monday. I can't remember far back as that. But holy bumballs, that is... I've just realised that really. It's just been like this. I got an eyelash. I've been cutting my eyelashes, and I wiped my eye the other day, and 3 came out. I thought maybe it was the detox, and I was going to lose some eyelashes, and they'd all grow back twice as big. But I think it's from curling my eyelashes, and that made me really sad. So I'm not going to do that as much, only on special occasions. My belly feels funny, my back hurts, my head hurts. I think it's just the food hitting my belly. I've got a hot water here, just hot water because I had no herbal tea. And now that's just lukewarm, so whatever. But yeah, I'm going to make a wish. I don't have energy for this. Gotta laugh about it. what I've noticed today is I did a bit of housework, very minimal, and you know, I picked up a couple of these trays and they just flew out of my hands and landed on the floor, and I probably, you know, I felt for a split second, not even that it was that it was kind of annoying. And then it was like nothing. It was just life. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't need to give it that attention as annoyance. It just was. And I think this detox has kind of taught me that, because I can't control how I'm feeling. I'm kind of having to be present with how my body's feeling. And yeah, I think I've said this while I was feeling sick, like if I come out of this and I feel good, I will feel so proud of myself and amazing because I've got through it. And it is scary because I feel like I can't really turn back at this point. I'm committed to this diet. It's not like the end of forever, but I mean, I'm in it and I want to be in it, and I know when I start this that it's what I want to do. But when you're feeling so sick and low, I didn't really think about other food. I didn't want other food. I didn't even think about that. It was quite scary with what my body was doing, and like how much I'm putting into it, I think. I don't know, man. Scary. But I've researched a bit about detoxing and stuff, and I think it's fine. Luckily, I'm not working till Thursday. We're Tuesday today. So, and if I can sit here for this amount of time without my dressing gown, I think we're on to a good road. My hair, I haven't been able to brush my hair because I haven't got the energy, and my scalp, you know, everywhere is sensitive. There's no chance I was brushing this, but I gave it a little tuft for the video. I washed it yesterday. It still looks kind of gross, but it is alright. I like to be productive and be on this progressive train that keeps the momentum going in my journey. And things like these, they can, you know, it's doing good in other ways, not just detoxing my body. It's allowing me to chill for a bit. I mean, I know where I will go when I'm better. I know how I want to live my life, and I will do that when I'm better. So let's not rush it. Let's get my body into maximum health by just letting it repair itself fully. And then I can be even better, hopefully. I feel like I'm rambling. I think that's all I want to say. Sorry if you thought this was going to be a really chirpy video, because I'm 3 months. I did too. This is reality, folks. Also, my heart rate. I measured my heart rate last night. I was resting, for a good hour. And I measured it and it was at 108 over timing it for a minute. I don't know. Charts on Google are telling me different things. I kind of just stopped. Like I say, not much energy for much. Peace and love and good times. You'll be alright. I don't want to say anything in case, but just whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to go now. I'm gonna try and eat my food. Just watch something. Learn some Russian. Watch This Morning, maybe. Yeah. Oh, don't nod. Oh, don't shake it. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that I didn't take any medication while I was having this detox, apart from last night where I took 2 ibuprofens because my neck was in a lot of pain and my head, and it didn't take long for me to fall asleep, and I slept all through the night, all day, all night. No. Okay, prepare for some pretty dismal stuff. The next clip is from Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. Bye bye. So I think I should talk about how I'm feeling at the moment. It's hard to cough properly because it makes my head just pound, and I'm really hot right now. It's really warm, but I want to be inside because I'm a bit fragile. Just constant pain. And yeah, the big headache and just really sore skin to touch. So I feel. Had breakfast. I haven't had my smoothie, but it wasn't washed up, and it's like even really sensitive to just wash my hands with the cold water. And even eating a cold strawberry kind of hurt. And talking is kind of hurting my brain. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. I had this not long ago. I've had this before. I had the fever and achy bones and sore skin. But yeah, this time I haven't had much of an appetite this morning either, which is kind of worrying. Like, I want to keep fueling myself. Yeah, and my voice is like quivering because I'm on the verge of tears nearly all the time with this pain. But yeah, I'm still kind of moving about and stuff.